Hey, what's up, everybody? GleeCon, back in the house. In your house, maybe. In your ears. In your eyes. Bringing you another episode of Lore of Warcraft, the show where we cannot be stopped. We will cover every single little driblet of content related in any way, shape, or form to Warcraft and its greater universe. Today we're going to continue our classic era walkthrough. We are in the middle of Feralas as an Alliance character this time. So Glee Contessa, our Alliance Paladin, she's going to pick us up where we left off. So stay a while and listen. She's in Teldrassil because there is a quest that sends you to talk to some lore master expert types. So we're going to have to kind of putter around here and then fly back to Feralas. Desafortunadamente. Okay. The quest that we're on is called In Search of Knowledge. They wanted to know why... what these ruins were that we found. That there are some ruins... this guy says I found what looks like a normal stave. Just can't figure it out though, so why don't you go talk to these people in Darnassus. There's a quest called Moon-Touched Wildkin. I do not know where that one goes from. Or Starfall. Neither of those are Feralas quests. I know that much.
Peace be with you.
Okay, here we go.
Go in peace.
Oh, so Troyus Moonbreeze sent you, mutters. Always bothering with his wild notions that he found something important. Look, Glee Contessa, I'll be blunt. Troyus always thinks he has found something important in those ruins. The truth is, anything that was truly valuable was probably hoarded away long ago by the ogres or the harpies that now reside there. You're welcome to take a look around, but I don't know if you'll find any books here that will help you.
In Winter Spring, to the north of
So we're going to drop the Starfall. So she says, take a look around, Glee Contessa. Perhaps you will find something that I've missed. It says Darren Lightwind gestures at the piles of books. So this is slightly interesting in that it's a sort of a breadcrumby kind of thing. In Search of Knowledge, that was one of the first ones we picked up in the zone. But it doesn't actually derive right from her. Where is In Search of Knowledge? Way down there. Okay. You actually do have to look around at the piles of books, and eventually you will find one. I think it's downstairs. Maybe it's over here. There it is. So it's called Feralas, A History. That's the name of the quest as well. Questy will help you by letting you know it's here, but I guess just looking around for a gear icon on a book. This book looks as if no one has opened it for quite a long time. Its covers are quite worn and its pages yellowed, but after examining it, you notice that it might be just what Troyus is looking for. You pick it up but realize you should probably ask before borrowing it. So we're going to ask Darren Lightwind, can we borrow your book called Feralas, A History? Again, Darnassus quest only. Cool. Immediate turn in.
What brings you here?
So you'd like to borrow Feralas, A History? Let me think. I will allow you to borrow this book, adventurer, but only if you do something for me first.
Of course. Why? How would this be Warcraft if it didn't ask you to do that?
I have studied many subjects in my time, and my latest fascination is with the snapjaw that occupy the beach in the hinterlands. There's one in particular I'd like to see, a giant snapjaw named Gamarita. I'd like to go myself, but my research keeps me here. I think a picture of her would be the next best thing. Take this letter to Kurgle Cranklehop in Tanaris. She has created an invention for me that can capture a picture. She called it a snapshot, I think. In Winter Spring,
Alright, so
north of Felwood,
we'll take a picture at that in a minute. Take a peek at that as we fly back. But basically what's happening here is we have yet another reason to go to Tanaris. We're not going to go there yet. We're going to do some more Feralas questing, but we'll put this in our back pocket. But this is one. It's a breadcrumb to Tanaris. There's a lot of connections between Feralas and Tanaris. They really want you to go to Tanaris if you haven't already been there. They're trying to funnel you into that zone.
To maintain our link to the mainland, we
but
have
the second other reason
constantly flying
is
between Refuel
that,
Village and Darkshore.
or I mean, the second thing I guess they're trying to do is get you to Hinterlands, and the Horde have a quest that will have you kill Gamarita. This is the closest thing that the Alliance have. They have to go take a picture of Gamarita, so much less annoying, I guess. The quest is called The Borrower. So we are looking for this quest a little bit further down. The Borrower, we will do that one later. I'm not going to pick it up right now. Alright, so now when we go back, what are we going to do here? When we get back into Feralas, we're going to land here and make our way over. We have a couple quests. That Borrower one is nothing to worry about right now. So we are going to have to redo Refuel for the Zapping, and again with the Zap Giant. So we'll go ahead and make a run. That'll be the first thing we do. We land, and then swim over, and we will... This only has a 39-minute duration. I'm going to destroy it, just in case, so we can do that. And then, after we've done that, but before we go back to the island, we're going to come back and get our thick Yeti hides, do the Gorodunni Brutes, and we could even head over into Woodpaw Knolls, get that quest figured out, and come back and do this Freedom for All Creatures. So it's worth going out here and then going back. So we can do a nice little run that should get us through today's episode. If we have more time, great. While we're flying, let's also read this letter, the short note. It just says, Kurgle, I have been eagerly awaiting your newest invention. I can't wait to begin using it to document my studies. Please entrust it to my messenger. With kindest regards, Darren Lightwind. Now, why do I need... why did I want to do this first? Because by doing the Freedom for All Creatures quest line, we will get another reason to go to Tanaris. Trying to stack them all together at the same time, so that we can go to Tanaris, and when we go here, we will be able to turn in the Borrower quest, which will give us a reason to go to the Hinterlands. We can turn in the Sunken Temple, which will give us something else as well. And the Freedom for All, I think, takes us up here to the Shimmering Flats. So before we start traveling to the other portions of the world that are all tied to the little offshoots that come out of Tanaris, it's nice to consolidate them. And this is why it's so important that I run all of the zone first, because I can kind of in the back of my head get a loose idea of where everything will go, so you're not just kind of chasing your tail and flying around the world over and over again. It allows us to use Questy and my experience to save us time on the show. So that's why I push doing the dry run so much. Once you get to retail and beyond, traveling is so much less cumbersome that we don't necessarily need to do that. Although I may, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I did not get a chance to do any playing yesterday. I made this show, but then that's it. I was gone the rest of the day. My wife and I had a shopping day, getting ready for our trip. So I wanted to go. I'm in a conundrum because we're taking a long trip. And I don't want to bring more than one suitcase because we're flying, we're going over the, border, traveling internationally. So I just wanted to travel as lightly as I can, and yet also we'll be gone more than 2 weeks. So in the middle of all that, I'll be attending a wedding, and I was like, man, I just don't want to pack an entire suit. It's going to take up so much space in my bag, with shoes and all that, and I'm gonna wear it that one time. So I decided to go treat myself to a more dressy casual outfit, like a blazer, got a new button up, got a new tie, got some new chinos, and then like a little formal or a little hybrid, like little Oxford sneaker. So I knew that that's what I was going to pull off, and it'll be smaller than packing my entire suit, plus it'll be something that I can wear if if we go to some formal dress code dinners or drink places or whatever throughout the rest of the vacation, it'd be something I can use more than once. So that was my goal, and meanwhile just helping my wife get walking around, accompanying her. And then we went out to a place we really like. They make a really good, I'm a fan of the old G&T, and there's this place, we don't go there very often because it's about 45 minutes away. But man, they make a really good one. It's got a good environment. The menu is very small also, but the things on it, the dozen or so things, are all great through the charts, off the charts. So anyway, the next thing you know, the day is gone. Altaholic waved at me. Nice. As we take the same path, they're a troll hunter. I think I've seen Altaholic somewhere. Altoholic. We're at Tenara. We're at Desolus now, so we're getting closer and closer to flying our way through. Excuse me. I read a story on Reddit the other day where somebody was talking about how they happened to get on this long flight path where they were side by side like this with another character, and they emoted and whispered a couple times and then struck up a friendship and so on and so forth, and flash forward years later and now they are boyfriend and girlfriend, and in a long-term relationship. Little things like that seem cool, seem cute, whatever. I've never experienced anything like this in game, but then again, I mean, I guess I could have 20 years ago, but I have been with my wife almost 20 years, so the dating app aspects of WoW were never really something that I would have engaged with. But it's always neat when you kind of hear some stories like that. Makes me think and my wife and I play, so I guess there's that element. There's a show that used to be out, I can't remember what the original platform was. You could probably watch it on, I don't know, YouTube or whatever picked it up now. But basically it's a show where, what was it called? But everybody basically plays World of Warcraft is the main conceit of the show. And it's got this redheaded kind of comedic actress girl. She's known for her fantasy dealings. She was on I think she actually was kind of like a recurring character on the show Supernatural, which is a guilty pleasure of my wife and I's. Like, we both realize it is not highbrow entertainment, but I think we've watched the entire series like twice, and it's got like 13 seasons or something. And it's been a few years. I would not say no to watching it again. But we've been watching other things lately. We're just finishing up the Righteous Gemstones. That one's funny. But yeah, just kind of makes me think of the interactions people kind of sort of have on that show. I can't remember what that's called. It's not Critical Role. Critical Role is, I think, a whatchamacallit, like a podcast. I'm probably going to miss this boat. The Goblin has a shop, so I'll save any selling, but I would imagine we're going to miss the boat. If I can catch it, cool, because that will be fast. I'm missing it. Alright, screw it. Okay. Oh, here's a fisherman. Brannock, the fisherman. I missed him last time when we were introducing ourselves to all the NPCs. But I think we're good. We don't need any fisherman stuff. Alright, so we're going to just go... Yeah, because the boat back is pretty quick. We're going to go to Zorban Fandazzle again and redo the same quest we did before. But technically they're different quest IDs because they are the repeatable version. For some reason they're also tagged as level 55 quests. I don't know. They're not worth any more. In fact, I believe the rewards are less than what you get from doing the first two. But we'll go up and down the coast and do that one more time. Then we'll come over here, like I just said, we'll come get the thick Yeti hide. We're hoping that we get the OOX to drop. We'll come kill these Warlocks, Shamans, Brutes. Get a collection of those. Then we'll come hit up the Woodpaw Knolls. We do not have to come up here yet. I think the Horde do quest up there a lot. I don't think we need to go up there. I don't know what the Woodpaw Knolls will send us. And then on the way back, we'll do this. This is actually a tricky quest. I don't even know how you guarantee that you pass it or not. It's called Freedom for All Creatures. Let's take a peek at it. You basically have to save these sprite darters. Okay, so buff up, chart clearing out the area around the cage as much as possible before accepting the quest. Go back to the quest giver, accept the quest, jump into the pool, she follows, make land between the two shacks, pull any respawns to solo them, open the cage and aggro any latecomers so the sprites can get away. I didn't do all that, I just went at it. Obviously, it says at this point you need to kill any respawn latecomers since the quest giver will not run away from combat. It shouldn't be many respawns. Yeah, so basically what will happen is you free these sprite darters, but you also have to make sure a certain amount of them get away. So that part's a little bit tricky because they spread out all over the area, and I guess you're just helping them. We're pretty strong, so I think we should be okay. This is also an alliance only, so we don't have to stress this out. I did this with my mage. I just went, you know, full bore. I did clear out the area kind of vaguely, and then I just sort of go left. Yeah, so they're just saying they had some pets.
Time is money, friend.
All right. Hey, buddy. No, you don't have anything I need for sale.
Get real.
But
got the best deals anywhere.
right, you know. Well, he does have a schematic for snake burst firework, but I'm not an engineer.
Got a good one. Yeah, what do you want?
Okay, we're gonna get again
I
with
know you've gathered residue for me already, but should you find yourself for one of an encore performance to a fun time activity, I can always use more residue. While I can't offer nearly as much in the way of compensation again, I'll be more than happy to spread the good word of your service to all my goblin friends with ears. Believe me, madam, when I say that these goblins have quite large ears.
Alright, so basically he's saying, I'm going to pay you way less this time, which is accurate. Let's get 20 gold or something like that. But I'll give you rep with the cartels. So that's what we're doing it for. The rep, and this is repeatable.
More work, you say? Did my heroic mission of collecting bits of goo found inside elemental beings not slake your thirst for adventure? Perhaps more of the same will vainly try to fill the bottomless well of questing you possess. Okay, melodrama aside. I do need more water elemental cores. I'm trying desperately to set up shop here, so the rewards won't be as great. But I promise you, I'll tell everyone in earshot how you've helped me. Trust me on this. I know people in the cartel.
I do like how he specifically is talking about your bottomless well of questing. That just tickles me. Just call it like you see it, right, buddy? Alrighty. So this time, before we went to the south, let's go to the north this time. Why not? Okay, so we are just going to do exactly that. We're going to go to our bottomless well of questing. If we ding, we can immediately go to fishing while we're around here too, and we probably will ding. We only need 11,000 XP. Alright, so we're going to begin with the killing of the sea elementals. We also need to shrink those giants down. We re-got the miniature ultra shrinker thing. And we'll fight those giants as we see them. So remember, we need this time we only need 10 giants, so this is good. Whereas last time we needed 15. And we only need 6 cores. Last time we needed 10, so that's good. So we need much less of them. I'll take that. Much better. So instead of 15 giants, 10. And instead of 10 cores, 6. Much better. Oh, look at that. And we got our egg. We just got our second core, but more importantly, we got the OOX22FE distress beacon. You have uncovered some sort of strange egg-shaped device made from metal. Fiddling with one of its knobs springs the egg to life as it opens up into some sort of gnomish robotic contraption. A voice from inside the robotic egg crackles to life. My name's Abothork Obnauticus, and my homing robot has crashed. I will reward you for its recovery. Please take this beacon to the robot. I now have computed the coordinates of the robot for you. It is in a cave near Feral Scar Vale. And what's great is by completing that beforehand, we will also get another travel out of the way because this is our third one. So we will be going to Booty Bay to collect our pet at the end of this. I love that we have got this one. We're not going to necessarily complete it right now. I mean, we're not. We're going to keep doing what we're doing, but that is just great. I cannot... That was the one thing that was going to potentially slow down our questing in this, in Feralas. You never know, because that's straight RNG. You don't know how long that's going to take to drop, and we got lucky. So here's another added benefit of doing this quest line repeated at least once. Let's try and track our luck. Here's a sea spray. So far we are 2 for 3, so that's pretty good. I heard a gnome took a dump in the moon pool in Stormwind. Yikes. We have not seen any giants up this way though, so... Jerks really blast you with the... those frost bolts. Okay, so it doesn't seem... I guess if you're looking for giants, North Path doesn't seem as good. But both paths are just fine for elementals. Just exploring it just to know. But for the future when we do this on our horde, looks like maybe we'll stick to the south path. Come on. Boom. Alright, we're already halfway done with our elemental cores. Fantastic. You know, the other... there's a giant. The other possibility is that somebody was farming these giants. I don't know why you would do this. It's not a fast way to farm stuff. I mean, I guess if you quickly kill 10 giants every time you get 20 silver, still, that means you're getting 2 silver per giant. You know. That seems like there's got to be a better way to farm gold than zapping these giants on a 30-second cooldown for 2 silver each plus whatever mats they give. And there's got to be a better way to get cartel rep, goblin rep. We will buff it up soon. Well, at least. The good thing too that we have this is we can get those thick Yeti hides right when we're around the finding of the chicken. So that's good because we can, now we don't have to double do that little cave. We'll be in there twice anyway. Oh, we finally got an elemental water. Get this little elemental, but then I'm gonna get that giant up there. Since we haven't even gotten one yet. Yeah, but because these things hit with elemental magic instead of physical attacks for the most part are really extra annoying. Really carve through our life. Come on. There we go, we finally got our 4th core. Our drop rate just dropped way down. Alright, buddy. Okay, this is a shrunken a zapped deep strider. These guys are much easier because they hit with that. They hit that melee. Beautiful. Yeah. So what do they give us? A clam, the residue. I don't even know if that water elemental core came from. I mean, that came from the last guy. That's really it. Maybe some silver. Again with the Zap Giants. Yeah, we're only doing this because to be a completionist. It's not really. I just don't know why you would do these quests otherwise. Come on. Excellent. We got our 5th core. I'm ready to stop fighting these elementals, so. Let's see what we can get here. Oh, here is another giant. Come here, giant man. You deep strider.
I need to get closer.
Yes, you do. Yeah, so because I got nothing done, I don't think I'm gonna get to Maraudon today. That's probably not gonna happen realistically. And with the my work schedule, I probably will put it off until maybe around Friday. So I'll finally be done with Maraudon by then. We will be done. I mean, we might finish this in 2 because we got good luck on that. It's possible. This and 1 more, I don't know. I anytime I start to like get optimistic about stuff like that, then I go on a, something takes longer than I thought, or we'll spend a lot of time traveling or whatever. I mean, when you look at it like this little grinding quest that we're on right now, we did a little bit of travel so far, but like it was nothing. You gave me nothing. Just need one more stinking thing. Ooh, look, there's some thorium over there. Thank you. You know I'm not paying attention enough when I don't notice it until I literally physically see it with my own eyes. I'm on, you stinkers, but that's great. We need all the thorium we can get. That's currently what's going to level us up. Where were we on blacksmithing? Yeah, we're at 265. There is 1 piece, but at least it gave us our mining. It's up to 289. We're just 11 points shy of maxing out. Here's a shore strider instead of a deep strider. Ah, cool. Got a couple of these bad boys. We'll take a couple more giants. Why the heck not? I don't know what we're going to get when we level up, but we're going to be making that decision soon. We're down to needing about 6,000 XP. Till we'll be level 55. Oh, that giant just teleported. Curious. Come on. Keep giving us clams. Dang it, where's my only clams app? I'm gonna put this in the chat. So I just typed in my thing I've been barking about here. That I will pay someone for a mod that just auto opens every clam without a macro. Does nothing else. And that mod could be called Only Clams. It sounds as lazy as it does glorious. I would seriously pay for that. That diver named Nefarious Clam Master, I don't remember that. So somebody, in the comments in chat, or that sounds as lazy as it does glorious. Somebody else just said, bro. I'm looking to you, modding community out there. I would, like, I don't pay for any mods, as most people don't. I would seriously, now, I don't know how much I would pay. Because I'm an investor, because I'm one of the, I've been pushing for this IP for some time. Like, what? This guy's with such a heavy... Oh, man. No. Okay, mana's getting low. I had to use up some of my mana. Because I don't know, I went into that fight a little bit weaker than I otherwise would have. Great. So now I don't even have enough to use my Seal of Righteousness. Like, normally I'd be like, okay, I'd pay like $5 for a mod, but for that one, if it was a good mod, like if somebody told me you've got to pay a fee to use LVY, and I couldn't find like a mod, I'm gonna drink one of these little waters. These elemental waters that I've been, what are they called? Yeah, enchanted waters. I don't really think I need to do anything else. Oh, come on, I cannot get this last... We need this last water elemental to drop, and now we're up to 5 giants. So we were starting with just so much more giant action. I mean, so much more water elemental action, but now the giants are really catching up. That's the difference of what 100% drop rate will do for you. Now I only need about 4,000 XP. You know, I'm gonna have like maxed out rested XP when I come back from my trip. That'll be good. Okay, 6 giants, and we got a little cloth on that one. Just thinking it. I don't know if these guys dropped cloth because none have dropped it so far. Can this be the last one? This last sea spray? And that was part of the mystery from the psychometry or whatever, was learning that these sea sprays were bad. No, they gave me enchanted water. What about a sea elemental? There's another giant. So we haven't even made it all the way to the end of the north run, just hugging the shore. We're close to the end. Oh, that's more giants, that's why. Say, look, there's a reason to go up there. Because you can get the store. That guy had 4 water. I guess there's that. While you're fighting these guys, there's plenty of opportunity. But see, like, these elementals, I would never do this. Grinding the elementals for... I mean, I guess they're level 49, so you can kind of grind to get yourself up to 60. You could probably fight them all the way up to 60. Oh my gosh. No idea why the luck has dropped off all of a sudden. Alright, come here, you stinking giant. Okay, this will be my 7th. This is a zapped wave strider, even though he was up on the shore. And that one had a, that one had a little, what is that thing? Oh. Post-crawl snap claws. Huh. I don't think there's any quests to kill those bad boys. Yeah, I got it. Maybe I'm just out of range. I think I was. Come on. Come on. Well, I resisted that ice crossbow. Finally got the last elemental core. Holy cow. Alright, just looking for giants now. Looking for giants in all the wrong places. We will make our way back down the coast. Hopefully 3 more have respawned in our journeys here. There's one. There's a second one. That's cool. I think I'm going to have to drink a little bit of water after this one, but... just a little too low. Yeah. We're going to 100% after turning in these, we're going to be in good shape. We're going to level up to 55. And then I'll probably kill a little bit more time with some... Oh, look, all 3 are right here. Let me just go ahead and drink a little water. Just to get through these last couple fights. And then we'll turn these in, level up, and fish. Fish to our little heart's content. Get us up to, what, 275 on fishing? Mm-hmm. Love it. We have a few more heavy mage weave bandages that we can use. Sell that to the little dude. A wave strider and a shore strider. The shore striders, maybe. I wonder if you aggroed them both. I guess you'd have to fight them as elites. But you can't just fight them as elites either, because you need the miniaturization powder or whatever. Uh-oh, one just appeared right behind me. They have different style hammers. Okay, 3 more seconds. Guess I'm gonna get this guy. I wonder, because they change character models, I wonder if you hit one with a debuff and then shrink him, will it erase the debuff? I bet you it will. Some little times when I just think about things in this game, I'm just like, I just love this game so much. I read another Reddit the other day, and it was like, the guy was like, I've been playing WoW for 20 years. I love the game. It's a part of my daily life. I've just, you know, I've been through all the cycles. I've done all the stuff. I do the raiding. I do everything needed. And I have, from its inception, it's a huge part of my life. And he's like, lately I realized I've been using it to sort of hide from the world. I understand. And it's affecting my marriage. You know, I'm not a good father to my kids. My work is suffering. My wife is leaving me. And I think it's time to quit WoW. So there is that element of the game too. I remember when EverQuest first came out, they used to call it EverCrack. Like these immersive open world games, they really are. I went through a period of my life when I played an extremely unhealthy amount of this game. And I mean, even as it is, I played this game probably at least like 15 hours a week. I probably, maybe less. Because I make these episodes that are up to 2 hours long.
I got what you need.
Alright, let's talk about it.
Hurry back.
The fruits of research and utilization in the form of sweet, sweet residue. Well, that is to say, I don't taste it or anything when I study it. Much.
Inconceivably fantastical, adventurer. You've come through for me again, and for that I thank you. Thank you. While you may find this coin to be a little less than you're accustomed to, rest assured your great deeds on the field of goblindom are echoing through the halls of power in the Steamweedle cartel. Should you need something else to do, then by all means talk to me.
Yeah, that would only give me 500 XP. That was again with the Zapped Giants. So that did not give me the level up I was hoping for. We can't check it off because it's neutral. Refuel for the
That's a
Zapping.
good one.
Have you managed to find the elemental cores I need?
Top-notch, adventurer, top-notch. While the coin I give you might not be the most you'll ever receive for such work, rest assured my comrades in the Steamweedle cartel will hear about your efforts. If you're looking for anything else to do, then let me know. I can always use more elemental cores and such.
There we go. Okay, so we got the other refuel for the zapping. Bang bang, both of these are done. And let's sell some things. Actually, let's go ahead and just make 4 of these, because we remember we got to keep the 60 for when we go back to Stormwind, which we will be doing. That will be happening. Nice. If we can get to 290, we'll be ready for the last. Oh, there's a single mage weave. It's not ready yet. I don't need that. That can go. This can get trashed. That we don't need. I'm going to go ahead and sell those. Okay. So,
Glad I could help.
let's also look at our talents. So I think we can give ourselves another buff to lay on hands, and we'll have 5 more points to go. This will get me 13 points in Holy. It will reduce... so it'll be down to a 40-minute cooldown, and that armor bonus for 2 minutes is up to 30%. That's really strong. That's a significantly strong bonus. It's really, really good. So now we will need 2 more points before I can open up this tier. The tier here is most likely going to be used on Improved Blessing of Wisdom, I guess. Because it will increase the effect. I like that. Probably Spiritual Focus. I'm going to really have to look at this. Let's look at let me just look right now. So we're going to look at Classic Ret Pally Skill or Build. Kind of look at it that way. If you look at, I think there's a couple builds. Talents maybe. Builds and talents. There we go. All right, so there is the default build, which is not what we are doing. I like to do the hit cap build instead. So, because eventually you would hypothetically become hit capped. We already have everything on the ret side done, right? We have all of that. Bam, bam, bam. And then, so we're working on the holy side, which, oh, they just give all 5 points into this. So this will only help with soloing, but I guess that's our last 5 points. It's going to make our Flash of Light and Holy Light skills have less time casting reduction. Why? You do not need precision. Precision we're never going to get. Instead, give yourself improved lay on hands and spiritual focus for when you want to off heal. Yeah, okay, so there you go. So it's off heal, and it will help with some. Now, if I wanted to, I could instead devote it. No, I don't need that. Increases the amount healed by your Holy Light and Flash of Light. I like that. That will help. I kind of maybe want that. That'll give me 3 points there. I don't need that at all. And then Illumination. 20%. So I could also go that route instead. If I get a crit with my heal, is a 20% chance. Gives you a 20% chance to gain. So basically, it's a free cast. 20% of the time, it's a free cast when you crit. So that really scales down. Or we could go with the improved healing with a little bit of improved Blessing of Wisdom. Kind of like that too. Oh, yeah. Because Blessing of Wisdom, that will help others around me. Because a spiritual focus is just reducing the chance that I'm going to lose casting time. I don't really care that much about that. If I'm off healing, I don't know. That just doesn't really strike me. It will be helpful in my own, like, soloing. That would help me. However, I kind of like the idea instead of making the heals better and then buffing Blessing of Wisdom, because Blessing of Wisdom increase. That's going to help my party, and it's going to help when I'm in an off-healing role as well. I feel like more than the casting time, so I think I'm going to go that route. I'll kind of tweak the build myself. I'm going to go with Healing Light for 3 points, and then improve Blessing of Wisdom. I like that. Alright, so now we're going to go down here into the Yetis. I think that's what I want to do next, which is also going to allow me to open up the escort availability. But either way, that improved lay on hands, that's huge. That's really great. Taking 10 more minutes off the cooldown in itself is good. Adding another 15% armor buff for 2 minutes to making it a 30% bonus to armor for 2 minutes, that's really good. Alright. So there's this cave right around here. And there are all these Yetis outside of the cave. That's it. We go kill the Yetis. We're hoping they drop thick Yeti hide. That's all we're doing. This is the entire experience. Within here, you can also get your chicken. I kind of want to get all of my hides first, but I'm not going to really press it too hard. Because you'll fight some with the chicken. Ooh, what is this? Bone Link helmet. Oh, it's male. And it's intellect stamina. Alright, so I'm going to fight my way in, but we did get another hide. If they're 100% drop rate, as it seems to be so far, then I'm not worried. Then we will just clear the 10. Nope. Okay, it's not 100% drop rate. Just gonna clear these guys out here once. Not gonna worry about them on the backside. I mean, we might be totally fine on getting hides. This is part of a chain too, so this is another thing we're gonna want to do. The second half will send us up here. When we go up here to do this, we'll save that. We'll do the 2 to the top, do the Giant Guardian. Well, he tried to poison me with something, rabies or something, I don't know. Failed. But that's when we do that portion of the valley. We'll do all that at the same time. Look at this, we're getting pretty... Like, all this, that's a pretty good, well, agility. Eh. Alright, I'm not gonna go get that other one that's way down there. One more Yeti way out to the side. Sure, we can get him. The drop rate's pretty solid. Somebody's going in there. Maybe they need it too and we can team up. We shall see. If I kind of burst in there, either way I'll help clear them. They're here for the chicken. If they're here for the chicken, then we can help each other. And we are here for the chicken and for the... We're here for the chicken and the thing. And so maybe there's no point in kind of teaming up if we both need the drops. What we got here? We can kind of fight in parallel. Oh look! Oh, I don't need the iron. That I'm good on. Maybe I should have kept those little waters. A wicked claw. Alrighty. Maybe he's just here for the Yeti. Not for the chicken. Which is fine, we can come back for that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and... What should we eat here? What do I want? I'm gonna go... We'll go with this full-on spider sausage. I should have kept that elemental water. I'll drink a moonberry juice also. If there's any... Oh, I forgot to go fishing over there. Dang it. We'll do the fishing after the escort, because the escort will take us down basically to the docks. So, remember, fishing after escort. Note to self. Then we'll come back up here and finish the thing. Alright, so here we go. You appear to have uncovered the wreckage of a robotic chicken. The voice from within the egg crackles to life again. Yes, excellent work. This is indeed my homing robot, though my sensors indicate that it needs a jump start before it can fly back to Booty Bay for repairs. Go ahead and place the beacon inside the rover. The beacon will take care of the rest. Cool. Okay, so we're going to have that one done. You place the egg distress beacon inside the chicken homing robot. Hums and whirs are heard from inside the robot as it struggles to stand up. After the robot comes to life, Oglethorpe's voice is heard once more, but now from inside the robot. OOX-222FE is working at least, but it needs major repairs. It is much too heavy for you to carry it. But I think I have an idea. Are you up for watching over it some more? Okay, this is going to be the rescue portion of the quest now. This is our third and final chicken rescue. The gnome's voice crackles once again from the robot. I need to move OOX-22FE to an open, safe place so it can begin a lengthy takeoff procedure. It has built-in cloaking, but I need time on my end to make it operational again. Escort the robot from its current location to, let's say, the dock along the Forgotten Coast. That should be a perfect place, and long enough to get things online. Escort it safely to the dock, and then come talk to me in Booty Way. Oglethorpe Agnoticus, out. Emergency power activated. Initializing ambulatory motor. I don't know. My voices are off today. Sorry, ladies and gents. So, in my opinion, this is, I believe, if I remember correctly, this is the hardest of the escorts, the chicken escorts, because I think there's like 4. First of all, you've got to fight your way through the cave, and if you haven't cleared that correctly, then that can be annoying. But second, I think there is, I think there's 4 packs you have to fight. What happens? Does he aggro? Yeah, he does. Threat analyzed. Activating combat plan beta. Cluck! Beta cluck. Oh. Here we got another hide from him, our 5th one. Also, just by doing this quest, sensors detect spatial anomaly, danger imminent. Okay, at least this time. Okay, yeah, we gotta make sure the chicken. Yeah, this time we can go fully drop. Now I can fully drop these consecration things, and that will at least allow me to get threat. Oh, good, we got another Yeti hide. Okay. Just gotta make sure little chicken doesn't aggro more. Dang it, we sure did aggro another one. Okay. Ugh. Use a potion to get some life back since I had an extra 1 slot. Got some gorilla fangs. Alright. Well, what's annoying is that this dumb chicken doesn't... It's gonna aggro the stupid bear. Oh, it didn't. Good. Yes, it did. Dang it. It doesn't give you time to rest, which is that's what's lame. So you're really trying to like figure it out on the fly. Like I can go ahead and heal myself at least once. Then I've got to try to get ahead of it so I can drink a little bit of juice and then catch up to it. Okay, that's as much as I can wait. Alright, so we made it past the first pack of dudes. And we have to go. It's kind of a far path too. Like we got to go all the way through here. The good thing is, other than that, there's no real like. Now that we're out of the wilderness part, it's gonna stay on the road pretty much the rest of the time. There's not a lot of like aggro opportunities like happens in some of the others. Although we did just get unlucky a couple times by aggroing a gorilla and a bear. I love that we're level 55 now. 5 levels to go. I think I have one of my characters at 57. I think we have to fight a pack of gorillas. I think we do 3 fights. I think there's a pack of gorillas. And then, yeah. And we'll see. Because, you know, it likes to run through them. That we did not. Okay, so this time it's already kind of off. Okay, I'm gonna have to now chill with the mana, I guess. But same deal, and then when we get to, I think there's at least one more. I can't remember if there's this one plus one more or what the deal is. Same kind of deal. I can hit myself with a full heal. Well, that's probably unnecessary because it took a lot of mana. And I'm gonna get ahead and then use another berry juice. Honestly, probably could have skipped the whole. I do not like having to use 2 juices on this. I should have saved those little elemental things. Yeah, so there's a third one. He'll come down this little path. And it will be some gnolls, I think, are the final pack. So, I don't think the other ones... I think all of the other escorts only had 2 set things, and this one has 3, which is what makes it the quote-unquote hardest. Sensors detect spatial anomaly, danger imminent. And this one has, it's a 4-pack too. Oh man. Okay, so what's happening with my little chicken. But hopefully just my consecration can keep the aura up, you know? Alright, so I think we're safe. We got it. Luckily those guys were a little bit weak. The Woodpaw Alpha and Woodpaw Reavers. So we had to fight some Woodpaw on our own. Alright, so this forced us to come back to do fishing. But we did it. We have completed all of the escorts. We are awesome, and we will get to have a homing robot chicken of our own running around with us if we want. We will also get another pet in this area because you get a pet from completing the other quest line. Cloaking systems online. Engaging cloak for transport to Booty Bay. Yeah, for completing the quest line with the sprite darters, you'll get a baby sprite darter. Also pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna sell some junk. Need these. Alright, so let's do a little fishing. So I guess, you know, time does fly. Because we're about an hour into the episode now, and we haven't done a ton. We cleared the shore. Now we traveled back from Darnassus, and we got our egg quests done. For the most part, we have the travel portion. And now we're going to do some fishing for a minute. I just used the lure. Probably 9 to 10 casts. We're getting near the end of the game, but we'll go back and finish these Yeti hides and do the ogres like I said, and then we'll come back with the Woodpaw Knolls and also hit up the Freedom for All Creatures questline. Hopefully I can do all of that. We might not get to all of that. We're gonna check it. We'll try. We might not hit up the Freedom for All Creatures on this episode today. For a second. Time might not allow us. It's going to depend on how long it takes us to kill the ogres and what happens with the gnolls, but should be okay because those 3 Yeti hides shouldn't take us long. Killing 24 ogres probably not going to take us too long. Honestly, the fact that we're going to spend 5 to 10 minutes fishing that's a slowing down factor for sure. Somehow I get this spam email from this mind stream or something. Constantly. Alright, so, I mean, typically what I like to do is do the math on how long I think it'll take. So we'll just take a peek here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're at 6 fish so far. Okay, that's a 7th one. We're going to see how long it takes. It's an 8th one. Okay. There you go. So it took 9. So 9 as a cast was, and like I've said before, average is somewhere in the 15-second range. Really, you have to add 1 to 2 seconds on for the clicking processes. Let's just call it 16 seconds. We have 9 total 9 times 5 is about 45 casts. And then... So... 45 times 16. That's 450 plus 240 plus 36. 276. 450 plus 276 is 726. So about 12 minutes in total. And I didn't look when we started. And we've already finished one set. So it'll take about, I guess if you divide that by 5, it's going to take about 2.5-ish minutes every set, which that tracks. And so that means we're roughly halfway through, actually closer to finishing the second one. So we should probably have about 8 or 9 minutes left of fishing. If my predictions are right, let's call it 8, so 11:35. Let's see how close we are with 11:35. How will that work? Or will my math be right? Okay, let's see. Alright, we have 2 points now of fishing done, so we have 3 to go. I need this to happen in 7 minutes if I am going to be accurate here. Let's find out, guys, what will happen. 3 fishing things to go. Then we need to sell these lobs of fish. The rock scale cod, the zesty clam meat, the firefin. Stone scale eel is fine if you're an alchemist. Dang it, where's my only clams? The yellowtail, if we weren't at 300. So if Burning Crusade came out, you could actually save your yellowtail and then level up immediately for a few points. They said if I... That was nice of that person to message me, hey, I'm done there. Old Mendel. Mendel, I think, is a famous psychologist or something like that, or experimental behavioralist. Now I have to look it up. I mean, gotta look up and see. Actually, it might be a mathematician, because there's like a the Mendelbrot set or something like that. I remember from my old college days of math. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's I guess it says it's a very common, not very common. It is a last name. So this guy could be his last name, or it could just be named after any of the famous. It looks like there are Argentinian famous cricketers with the last name Mendel. There's a German actor, and a couple British diplomat, actor, politician, businessman type people. Who am I thinking of when Mendel? Gregor Mendel. Okay, we have... Oh my gosh. I don't think we're going to hit our time there because we did get a 40-pound grouper. A 40-pounder? Oh, hell. I would need this to be done in 3 minutes. And... I don't see that happening. I mean, maybe. We'll see. But it is not... Oh, we got another black pearl. I like that. Yeah, okay, Mendel was the father of genetics, so he's the... That's who he is. He's a genetic guy, that monk. Yeah, father of genetics. Okay, Mendel theory. So that's what it was, but it's not spelled in the same way. So this guy is spelling it like the last name that I've seen elsewhere, but I'm sure they're actually combined together. Either way, nice little person. I'm trying to pay that forward in life. I'm trying to be part of a better world. If I can't be part of a better world in Warcraft, maybe I can be part of a better world in... I mean, in reality. If I can't be part of a better world in reality, maybe I can be part of a better world in the world of Warcraft. To try to make that just a little better. Because, you know, people are... little, you know, people, my fish got away. Oh, it's because my thing wore off. Alright, I'm gonna re-equip another one because I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight it and waste time. I'll never make it. Well, now we're down to 1 minute, so I don't think it's gonna happen. And I've had 2 clams, so you gotta take out half of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we still have... This person says, it was weird AF. Went to the AH to do my GMs and sell him CDs, and he wasn't there. Okay, we're down to needing 1 more level, and we have 1 minute. Was he doing Helldivers 2? Well, he was doing a bit. Not sure where he is now. I don't even know what. That's a game, maybe? And then this guy says, yeah, I don't, yeah. So people are just chit-chatting. I guess the week will reset soon. Something about honor caps, blah, blah, blah. Alright, that's his second cast. So I would need to finish within this minute to be right. I don't think it's gonna... I was optimistic. I really should have gone with 11:36. I don't know. I think I have to challenge my actual assumption that there is real... that the average time is really 15 seconds. I feel like we've tried this enough that it seems to hold pretty accurately. Yeah, we're now a minute over. And 1, 2, 3 only have 4 casts. Now 5. And more clams, more clams. Alright, so what can we realistically accomplish today? Now it is looking more and more that time is not going to permit us to complete this questline. It's going to be too tricky. We can definitely get the Yeti hides done. And I think we can fight the ogres and pick up this woodpaw knoll. That's probably on the woodpaw knoll. I'm not 100% sure that we can even get that far. Yeah, we're going to have to really see how it goes. Any second now, any cast now, we're going to be done. I think you need to have a 300... There we go, we got it. A 300 casting to really max out your chances in most places. And then a lot of places it's like a 400. So there's never going to be a time. I do want that. Selling that grouper. So we got a couple. So. Alright, back we go now. To go get those Yetis. We just need Yeti hide. I wonder what you could farm there. What can you farm from those Yetis? I guess if you're skinning, you could probably farm moderate leather. And with the leather, you could also get cloth, so it's a nice little leather cloth farming combo. But I don't need that. Yeah, these ogres, it should... I think we can finish those 2. That's probably where we're going to stop, and then we'll probably head to the road and just log there. It's not time to travel yet. So now I'm back to upping my prediction to this being 2 more episodes. So probably Friday, Saturday, which means I would start the Horde on Sunday. Yeah, because tomorrow I will run an episode, a Patreon. That'll be my last one before the trip. Wednesday, I'm going to try to just get a little quickie in. Thursday, I won't make an episode. So that means Friday, I should be able to make an episode Friday. That should be good. So that will bring us, and then Saturday I should definitely be able to make one too. And I anticipate being able to squeeze one out Sunday too, but you never know with life, so... I also don't know if I want to start the zone for Horde Feralas, like, and then just pick it back up. I might do instead, like, a second lore video, like one of the in-game lores. I might do those instead, rather than doing one part of Horde Feralas and then waiting and coming back and remembering wherever I picked up later. Oh, that's my belt. It's not them poisoning me. That's my belt of reprisal. Only male piece of gear I still have. I now have a plate helmet. We have plate shoulders. We have plate chest, plate wrists, plate hands, plate legs, plate feet. Uh-oh. Oh, it didn't. Yeah, just this male belt. I mean, I guess that's part of the game, you know, getting yourself to transition fully over to whatever your upgraded armor is. But we did that at 40 and we're level 55 and we're still not fully there. Part of it's because we're not a tank, we're straight DPS. Like, I'm sure we could have valued, I could have built myself some better gear. That was really an issue. But... I mean, I think there's, when we go to Darnassus also, we can look at this Imperial plate shoulders, whatever. See what else we can get. That might be worth considering. That actually could slow us down. We could do a level on that as well. There we go. We got the last Yeti hide. Okay, Yeti hide gone. Now let's go kill some ogres. We only have about 15 minutes, so probably going to take us that time to kill 24 ogres. Might even take us a little bit more. Inventory space is okay. Durability is fine. Alright, 8 warlocks, 8 shamans, 8 brutes. Let's get going. Starting with the brutes. The brutes are pretty much the only thing you can fight up here. It's all brutes. There's tons of them north of the camp, but since there's brutes here, we should not need to go up there. Should be able to just fight these guys. We do not need the maulers. Maulers look like they are dual wielders. See another one down there. The brutes seem like they are two-handers, so they're the sort of arms warrior of the Gordani ogres. You know, I've long advocated for ogres as a playable race, but I did read a Reddit the other day that was like a vociferous argument against why that would be dumb. What could they actually do? You know, their character models, they're so big. Which, that's valid. They are big. Like, if you look at how big they are compared to us, they're huge. So how could you pull that off? They'd have to be like mini ogres. So, honestly, I guess that's probably part of it, because they are gigantic. Okay. Alright, we're cranking out the brutes right now. But I think this is the only little packet where they're at. They're also not even worth XP. These brutes. See another one over there. The little deer just got in our path. Two-handed swords is leveling up. If we get hammers, it's going to be annoying. Go back to that. Okay, Mauler. Here's another brute over here. There's another one right there. We should be able to get to 6 brutes this way. But that might be all the brute action we get right now. So we'll have to go kill some of the others and then come back for a respawn. Fine. Looks like there's some top of the path up there. We can look at too if we go around that way. Okay, so we just cherry-picked our way through. Oh, that's a warlock that just spawned right there. Oh. Let's get that guy. Warlocks, I'm guessing, are going to be easier, especially since these warlocks, for whatever reason, don't actually have demons. What kind of warlock has no demon? That's not a riddle. It's a real question. Alright, so go up this little hill. I do think there's like a little camp up here at the end. Okay, we've killed 7. I mean, we are cranking along. That's what I was hoping that this would be the case. We would just really crank out these kills. Cool. They have a little pop back, little pop up mechanic. That's really their only move of any note. Okay, let's go ahead and pop a few heals. And there's our final brute, so we will get to finish the brute process with after getting a couple more shaman too. Cool. Love it. Okay. Oh. And here's our last brute. Okay, so to do the math, we are going to need 136 to 200. We need basically like 350. Oh, he's going to be dead before we even get to that. Perfect. Alright, so now we've taken out the brute aspect. We need the warlocks. And the shaman are the other one. So these warlock shaman... Ow. Alright, what can we do here? I could drink a... I could eat some food. Yes, I will. Let's eat another spider sausage. I'm not going to drink any of my juice. Because this will naturally rejuve a little bit. And plus it'll give me more stamina, more spirit, which will help me. The rejuvenation process. So far, though, we haven't gotten, like, anything. We've gotten a piece of silk and a couple pieces of mage weave. That's all we've really been adding to our loot. This is not a big loot area. Okay, there's another warlock over there. So here's where we'll get some of the shaman. Warlock, Mauler. But I do see a warlock there. Gotta be a little more careful when you pull the warlocks because they are not going to pull another warlock. Yeah, so it's going to be the shamans most likely. I do like that guild is called Flat Circle. It's pretty cool. Particularly with a game like World of Warcraft. I like it. I'm not leaving my self-made guild here. There's another warlock over there. Now we might experience a problem where we're stuck because of respawns. Like the nodes that could drop shamans aren't dropping them. That could happen. I'm a little worried about that. We haven't even seen one. Okay. We got a moonberry juice back. Love it. Okay, we're at 6 of those. Really gonna be how annoying is it to find shamans? See, here are the warlords. As you get down into here, there's a shaman. This is the next tier of Gordani. They're a little higher. And there's mage lords. So the shamans populate with this last tier. That initial tier is brutes and maulers, the occasional warlock. Then the next tier is a lot of warlocks. But now we're finding shaman. And these shaman populate among a bunch of others. Battle masters, mage lords, and warlords. We will maybe have to kill some of these. What is this? Cloak of Frozen Wrath. 14 frostbite. Ooh, I could send that to Dadgar. I don't know that I don't know if this... I actually would have to look and see. There's 2... Here, we can finish off our warlocks right now. To look out and see... I know he has a cape that does increase his spell damage. Is it does it increase it by 14 frost? That's worth investigating. Alright, so all warlocks now and all brutes are dead. We just need 6 more shaman. That should be... Yeah, be looking for the spawn locations of these guys. By the time we find these, this is going to probably be the end of it. Like I said, we will hop up on the road and log, and then we can do the gnolls and the Freedom for All creatures next time. Got a hamstick there. That's another warlock. We don't want that. We're looking for shaman. And we need 5 more. Mage Lord, Mage Lord. What you gonna do? There's a shaman. Oh, there's one right there too. Okay, good. So we got a couple more shaman. And when you're only needing 8, 2, that's good. That's a quarter of our shaman. Oh my gosh. Cool. Mana's getting low, but these guys do not hit very hard, so... Down to needing 3. Okay, if we head back up this way... I can possibly... That's a small thorium vein somewhere. It's like in a cave. Are there dudes up here? Are they all down there? I don't know. I don't see anybody. Oh, is this a cave right here? It is. I never even knew about this place. Oh, stuff. I don't think I've ever been in here. I don't need the Mage Lord. But I do want that thorium vein. Good thing about a slightly larger character model is you can do what I just did. Small thorium vein, let's see what we can get. Only one. That's another warlord. Are there shaman in here? It says that they can... it says they can spawn in here. Dirty toenail having stinker. Just has them in a couple spots, but I really feel like they can spawn in those 2 spots. They can probably spawn everywhere. Yeah, I don't see him back there. Oh, we're fighting this guy. He came up on my business. Even if I find one in this cave, between that and the thorium, I will feel somewhat vindicated. But if I do all this digging and fighting and I get nothing out of it... Warlord. Mage Lord. Okay, so nothing in the Bat Cave. Nothing in the Bat Cave. There's a shaman. Okay. Love it. Got a shaman out of this whole deal. Love it. It's Battle Master. Oh, fighting another one. Okay, so I had to fight like 3 extra dudes, minimum, to get that thorium and to get 1 shaman, so probably not the most efficient way to hunt shaman. Probably would have not even come in here if it wasn't for the thorium. Oh, for a second I thought another shaman spawned. Shaman? What do you guys prefer? Shaman or shaman? I think I've always been more of a shaman myself, or shaman pronouncer. But as is chronicled in detail on this show, sometimes I am insanely dedicated to a particular pronunciation, and it is completely wrong. Yeah, there's another. So, for instance, check out the long-running debate I had with myself and even some people in the comments about how to pronounce the bandits in Westfall. I was a proponent, or convinced it should be Defius. I was pronouncing it phonetically, as most places would pronounce that combination of letters. Yikes. And it wasn't until in recent years they had a video where they talked about it in-game. That's the only thing I ever trust is, how do they pronounce it in-game? Because I feel like you've got people at Blizzard in-house working together to produce lots of time and error, you know, editing, Refuel. I'm sure the actors are asking. And they pronounced it Defius, which is what a lot of people told me it should be pronounced as. I just needed definitive evidence because I was that guy. But I finally did see it. And I was proven to be wrong. Alright, we need one more stinking shaman. Somebody is up here. Forg the undead mage. Just killed some people. I don't know if there's shaman in here. I don't think there are. Shaman I just killed. I'm gonna just stay to the high ground and come over here to the side. See what I can find. We just need one stinking more. More warlords. That's a battle master. And these little things count. Mithril, I'll go grab that. Grab some Mithril, why not? While I'm over here. Mithril can still do his good work on the leveling up process. Mage Lord also. Hippogriffs. Yeah, so I mean this is cool. We're accomplishing more than will go down on the sheet. Because we have a lot of things that we're finishing that are not getting turned in. So the sheet won't reflect them. But we've actually done all the work. Ah, I thought that might have been our last guy. Nope. Nope. Man, I don't know what the deal is. Why it's all mage lords. Nobody cares about you stinking mage lords. Another mage lord. Ugh. Come on, ogres. Now there's been time for respawn, probably. So we can check it out. That's the cave. That's what's that cave slowed us down. We've already explored that entire cave. Got one. Cleared the camps. Allowed. Now people should probably be starting to respawn. Look at the surrounding area. That's warlocks. I did not go very far in the other direction. There's another warlock. There's a warlock. There's a shaman. Okay, cool.
It's too far away.
I gotta go in there to fight this dude. Alright, fools are dead. We've killed the Gorduni. That's the high wilderness. Now we're going to make our way out just to get ourselves onto the street, and then we'll log. So on the next episode, we will continue along. We'll figure out what's happening with the Woodpaw Knolls. That'll be a quick couple quests. Maybe it will result in some killing eventually. And we're going to try to do freedom for all creatures. We will then continue questing in this general area. And we'll try to wrap the episode up by doing some good travel, whether that's Tanaris or whatever, but we're not going to do that today because we need to do that Freedom for All Creatures line to get us going to Tanaris. We have other areas we need to go to. We just have a lot of other quests and traveling needed. So that's going to slow us down another episode. And so I anticipate 2 more episodes left in this zone. This is a good spot to stop right here, right on the road. Maybe we'll even pick it up and go right near the bridge. But we had fun. We've done it. I'd say we're a good halfway through Feralas now, and it's been pretty cool. I like this zone. Like I said, you can completely solo it all on your own. All right, everybody. I appreciate you if you like what you see. I hope that you subscribe. If you haven't, check it out, comment, like the vids, and check out the Patreon and everything we do in the Assassin's Creed universe as well. Check back in on the next episode as we continue pounding out Feralas. Actually, the next one will be a lore one where we do some in-game lore. Then we'll do that. And yeah, got another episode in the pipe. 5x5.